Jameson, also known as the King of Gaming, the King of Movies, the King of YouTube, the 1000% Fact Spitter, King of the Gym, leader of the Good Taste Movement, and the one that is superior than you on every single way. Shout out to the ones that financial or in general support me to the journey to greatness. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want more of this godly astonishing content that I provide. And to all you leeches and fake one-time supporters that don't do the bare minimum, well, you can all piss off that where you came from. If you do not support, you don't matter. And for the haters that live on Australia, the dislike button is on the left. The number is just a glitch. So 2024 has finally concluded itself, and my god, it was an awful year for gaming. Nothing but garbage after garbage after garbage. At a constant rate, which I thought it will never stop. Gaming is in such a low state now, I'm speechless how bad it has gotten. A medium that was once one of the most innovative there was, tarnished by the likes of you, yes, you casual losers that consume garbage on the daily basis. It's a fucking mess. You don't deserve gaming, all you ignorant cunts. Pistol whipped the medium I built up from the ground up. Overhyping games that didn't deliver after their hype, which results on it being forgotten 2 months later. You clowns are a joke. I couldn't never imagine being that much of a sheep. That could never be me. And you subhumans claimed yourselves to be gamers, yet when I look at your playtime and trophy count, it basically speaks for itself. You are a casual fraud. Stay in your lane, loser. Twat! Regardless, as I said last year, was a travesty. So to start off the new year, which I pray for gaming to be better, I'll be doing a recap on the worst 2024 had to offer. And oh boy, there was a lot it had to offer, a lot of abysmal garbage. So much so that I missed out on a lot of them. Which isn't that bad, considering that these games are horrible, but still this video allows me to mention the most rotten ones that only the most brain-dead motherfuckers enjoy. So if you like any of these games, either repent yourself or get off my channel. Keep in mind that this video is in the top 10 video. Yes, some games are worse than others, however you have to guess yourself which one is the worst. Now with that being said, let's start off this list. Starting off this with a high dose of cringe, we have Stellar Blade, aka Stellar Garbage. This game is absolutely trash. It's nothing but a Bayonetta rip-off only the most addicted meat eaters enjoy. I already made a banger diss track on this game, giving it valid reasons why it is so horrible. But even then that wasn't enough for me. This game needs to be exposed harder for what it is, a garbage game made for virgins. Seriously, I saw no one talk about the game itself. Which I understand, because the game is ridiculously bland. The story was laughable. The environment was dull. This is like Unreal Engine School, project gone wrong. All you losers were rather waffling about beating off the woke mob, because oh look sexy woman, that will offend them, which is very contradictory, because this game is woke as well, and all the characters are piss ugly. You got these right-wing simps wanting to stick it in Eve. But you gonna remember she would run away from a creep like you. She's not gonna let you fuck. It's reasons like this that I can't take you Stellar Blade simps seriously at the slightest. This game was Hogwarts Legacy 2.0. The only reason it got attention is because 1, it got a female protagonist, and 2, you incels made this trash game controversial, just so that this game could get more sales than it deserves. But even then that wasn't enough to save this game. It died faster than a mayfly the moment the forced controversy was over. Which proved me right once again, I am never wrong. Much like Hogwarts Legacy, this game had nothing to offer. It's a garbage hack and slash that recently got absolutely cucked by the franchise this game tried to copy by making too fucking deep playable. Oh my god, it can't get worse for this game. When I saw that 2D trailer, I was laughing until I was out of breath. Stellar Blade? More like Stellar Cuck. Jesus Christ, this game is horrible. Absolute garbage. Next up is the garbage known as Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now for this one it's a no-brainer why it's absolutely awful. It's anime. Come on now, how many times have I told you idiots already? Anything that is or has an anime art style is incapable of being good. Anime is objectively the worst medium that ever existed. And similar to Stellar Blade, this game died even faster than Stellar Blade. This game sucks Dragon Balls. Imagine being a fan for something as garbage as Dragon Ball. That could never be me. Dragon Ball was horrible from the start. Only the most ugly, most pimple-faced motherfuckers jumped in every hype train that features this autistic franchise. Listen for the Hispanics in the back. You need to find better ways to entertain yourselves. May I suggest the Nut Shack? A masterpiece of a cartoon? Overall it's Dragon Ball, so there's not much to talk about it. Absolutely fucking horrible. Next up is the game, crowned to be Game of the Year. Game of the Year? More like Fraud of the Year. Astrobot doesn't deserve it at the slightest. Astrobot is made for 30-year-old Sony ponies that are entertained by minimalistic things. You got references of old Sony games, robots doing Fortnite dances. Is this really what gaming has become? At this point, gaming needs a reset. The only reason this game had any attention is because the PlayStation 5 still, in this day and age, has no games. Seriously, these Sony ponies have nothing to play. So this borderline tech demo is the closest thing they've got. Game Awards is completely rigged, more rigged than any Real Madrid match, with Ancelotti paying referees on the background. Just like how Sony paid the Game Awards like they did with The Last of Us Part 2. Y'all still remember that disgrace, right? Oh, who am I kidding? You idiots probably forgot it already. While you casuals have the memory of a goldfish, I have the memory of an elephant. I'll never forget. Sony is a hack of a company. They're disgusting. Their original IPs suck. There's nothing good about these greedy little bastards. Sony, I warn you, the day your little PlayStation will have serious competition again is the day you'll think twice before pricing a pro version almost double its original cost. It's a fucking joke. Astrobot is ruining gaming. And if you like a garbage game that features a poorly designed robot that basically rips off Mario Galaxy, you need to seek a psychiatrist ASAP. Next up on the list is Princess Peach Showtime, the game that died instantly the moment it arrived in stores. Nobody was talking about the game other than die-hard Nintendo drones who drink too much soy, resulting in a drop on their libido. And that's bad news. Princess Peach Showtime was complete and utter garbage. The gameplay was bad, the story sucked. I mean, come on, it's one thing to play as an illegal immigrant from Italy, but who wants to play as a blonde bimbo bitch? This game got nothing to offer. Even outsiders from the Nintendo fanbase didn't care about it. And the little girls are too busy making TikToks. Only the creepy basement dwellers who happen to be Nintendo fans were excited for this. The ratings were abysmal. A 6.8 on Metacritic, that speaks more than enough. These Peach games like Super Princess Peach were always trash. Nobody wants this. Seriously, who asked for this? Other than the 5 versions on the back. Peach is the definition of bland. No personality, no charisma, just a boring lame damsel that's only used as a plot device. Absolute garbage. Next up on this list is Black Myth Wukong. Oh man, this game was a goner from the start. I already made an amazing review exposing this game left to right. Many were thanking me, telling me how I was right, and I saved their money from this borderline scam. One of the rare times that the majority of you losers didn't dislike, bombed the truth and actually opened your eyes for once, but whatever. The game was abysmal. It was nothing but a boss rush simulator with a generic Chinese mythology aesthetic. The graphics were impressive if we still lived in 2014. Like holy check disc, the game's hype was gone by a flash. These games just don't last long. And no, it had nothing to do that it was a single-player-only game. Masterpieces like Lester the Unlikely is one and still stood the test of time. Unlike this repetitive piece of trash that only losers enjoy. This game literally fixed my insomnia due to how boring it is. But then again, it's a Souls game, so I should expect any less from it. Overall, the game was garbage. Please, next time, don't hype these generic games up. Next on the list is Endless Zone Zero. And what can I say? It's another horrible gacha trash game only the most kissless versions enjoy. My god, this game was so bad it made me throw up when I saw the cover. There's nothing else to say about it. Watch my amazing review on this cancerous game for more in-depth reasons. Because I cannot stand seeing this game on my screen. Easily one of the worst games of 2024. Next up on the list is Final Fantasy VII ReEarth. More like Final Fantasy VII Reortion, not even Tifa's tits could save this garbage. But then again, it's Final Fantasy, so what did you expect? A good game? Ah, how delusional! Final Fantasy is a game for 2009 ROR XD MOS. Final Fantasy VII, the original game you nerds praise. Holy fuck, it's like you people are praising the flying spaghetti monster. The story was unnecessary, convoluted, and oh man, the gameplay was terrible. Boring combat, boring cutscenes, what is this until dawn? Man, it was awful. How do you wait years for another part of this awful game? It should be a criminal offense to sell out chapters for full price. I can't believe you idiots still give your hard-earned money to fucking Square Enix. A company that did so much wrong that if I would list it all, the video would be hours long. So to avoid that, I won't do that, much like anything what's wrong with this horrible game. Seriously, don't buy this rubbish piece of junk. Next up is NBA 2K 2025. Come on now, it's NBA 2K, what more do I need to say? It's the same boring game over and over again. FIFA is better. This game sucks. Next up is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Why do you losers still buy Call of Duty? Even with all the complaining about the skill-based matchmaking, the sins of Activision, it's the same story over and over again. It's like a Mario game. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is horrible. It's rigged, it's invested with microtransactions. Only the sweatiest MLG1 tryhards enjoy this garbage. It's a stray fest. The campaign mode is dead. This game was the final nail in the coffin for it. It was horrible. If you buy Call of Duty, you're not a real gamer. So don't come at me with your shoddy metal gymnastics skills. Stay on the bench while us real gamers play on the field. Next up is Metaphori Fantasio. Oh boy, and another horrible ending game, but this time it's a Persona ripoff. Seriously, how stupid do you have to be to buy this garbage? Persona 5 is one of the worst games ever created. Only the weebs with the axe will enjoy it. The Persona fanbase should all be thrown into a mental asylum. Keep these subhumans out of society. Metaphori Fantasio is for the knuckle-walking apes that have IQ lower than their shoe size. This game was awful from the beginning to the end. The best part was when the credits rolled, so I never have to look at this piss-ugly game again. Atlas is worse than EA, and if you Atlas fanboys are mad at the facts that hit harder than nuclear warheads, I have no advice for you. Go back to your padded cell. Your taste is bad and you should feel bad. You disgust me. Next up is the Garden of Gish 7. It speaks for itself. Nothing but content farm slop for stupid kids. Next. And last but not least, it's gonna be Dragon Dogma 2. Jesus man, I didn't hear a single cricket talk about this game. This game died within the first hour of its release. It's mad. It really followed the footsteps of the first Dragon Dogma. But somehow this one is even worse. It's a generic open-world RPG for losers that work a miserable 9-to-5 job. But even then, their jobs are more fun than playing this garbage. So clock in, losers, you have work to do. And yeah, those are basically my highlights of the worst this year had to offer. However, it doesn't mean that I'm done yet. A few more need to be featured, but I won't tell reasons why they suck so bad. But trust me, they're still bad. So to quickly call them out. Silent Hill 2 garbage, watch my review. Tekken 8 bad, watch my review again. Mario and Luigi Brothership, man that sucked. The First Descendant woke slop. Deadlock horrible, Electro garbage, Helldivers 2 overrated, Stalker 2 watch my review, Star Wars Outlaw could be better, Marvel Rivals it fucking sucks. And lastly, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth trash. And yeah, those are my picks for the worst games of 2024. I hope this year will be better, but I'm not going to get my hopes up because gaming just continues to suck ass. If you disagree with anything on this list, I just wanna let you know that you're an idiot. You're a loser who doesn't contribute to anything, and you're not in a position to question my reasoning and telling me that I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. You are wrong for buying these garbage games and thinking they are good. I'm right, because I see through the lies of hype. And I put the work in to save this medium from you Neanderthals that ruin everything you touch. Like Midas hands, but instead of turning everything into gold, you turn it into slop. I put hours on these games, collecting trophies, achievements, everything. That's why I'm the king of gaming and you're a peasant that only reacts to games. But regardless, I hope you losers learned something, and if you do, that's great. But now it's time to conclude this video. So Jameson is out.